Hey everybody, it's Protoman111 with Let's Play Megaman Legends. And the last episode, we had just gotten out of Closure Woods, and we just got things done finally. So now the main gate is open. That entails that we're gonna go see the main gate. And by the way, if you've given Roll, presents, this is the rose we gave her way early in the LP. You can see some of the other items too. She has a music box, but I forgot where it's located. But before we head out, first of all, we need to make some crap, so we need to go to the R&D room. 2 items we're going to be making while we're here. Yeah. Now the guidance unit is used to make an active buster. This thing's pretty nice because it's basically a small series of rockets you fire, and depending on how you upgrade it, its homing capabilities and its firing capabilities are pretty great, along with its decent firepower. She says it's the most powerful weapon in the game potentially, but I disagree there. I would say the shining laser is actually the most powerful weapon because it does so much DPS per second, but that's beside the point. We will actually need this, well, we won't actually need this weapon, but it'll make the next couple of fights we're going to get into pretty soon much easier. This makes the sniper scope, the tele lens, and the other parts you mentioned. It maxes out your range, so if you're the kind of guy who likes to fight at very far range, this is good for you. I don't really care either way because most of the times you get close and fire with your buster is not that big a deal. So what we're gonna do to make this fight easier, the majority of the fight at the very least easier, is go and get the active buster. Find it. The blade armor created earlier, as you already know, and this is the active buster. Enhancing it a little bit for this fight is probably a good idea. At the very least, increase its homing capability, which is special. And pretty much its homing ability gets better with it if you increase it. And don't forget to do the attack, obviously. No attack means you're pretty much not going to hit for shit. And even at level 1, when you raise it, it's not that bad actually. The only downside is I have to choose what I want to do in terms of raising it. And I'm going to do energy just because it doesn't have a whole lot of energy to start with. That's the only problem. So now that we're done with all that nonsense, let's get out of Closure Woods and actually head back to Cardin Forest. Because, main gate open. We want to see what the hell in it.
Okay, Megaman, hold on. Lift off!
And she always sends. This is like the 3rd time I've done this. I think she always says that. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but it seems to me that she says that all the time when you're leaving Closure Woods is real. That twin turbine engine, the Hemi engine in there.
It's the bonds.
Now that he's opened the main gate for us, we don't need to keep him around any longer. Time to blow him and that ship of his to Kingdom Come! All port cannons, prepare to fire! Fire!
We don't stand a chance out here. We'll have to try and hide in the clouds.
Cease fire! They're trying to lose us in the clouds. After them!
And this is why Teasel is my favorite character. His voice actor is fucking awesome. God, look at this Gesellschaft. It's just so humongous compared to the flutter. The way things are looking, we're gonna have to fight this beast, unfortunately.
That little ship's faster than she looks. Launch the Drox! Don't let him get away! Let's see you escape this time.
I'm picking up a large number of little ships closing in on us. Megaman, can you take them out?
No problem, no.
Aerial battle. So, we gotta fight the Gesellschaft. Remember when I said very early in the LP, keep in mind the Gesellschaft will keep reappearing? Well, we have to fight this big beast. Okay? When the fight starts, as you can tell, Drex are gonna start attacking us. The problem is, they're not immediately damageable until they start to deploy. They'll all come together, and then they'll start going off left, right, left, right, left, right. Depending on how you do this first part, the rest of the battle could be great, the rest of the battle could be shitty. Because these Drox can do a bunch of damage real quick, if you do not have the right weapon. I tried this earlier with the machine gun buster, and we took a bunch of damage. This is why I suggest use the active buster, or use the power buster if you're very adept with it. So to start, we're going to have to actually destroy the Drox first. So let's get to that.
Mission start!
So as they're coming together, and once they start breaking off, then you can damage them. Now, if you're good enough, you can actually destroy them before they even get to deploy. As such, with a good special weapon, you can stop them from deploying. Now, what they'll often do is circle the flutter, go like kind of low into the sides, so that it's hard to hit them. And once that's taken care of, the Gesellschaft will move forward and say hi.
Whoa, they're right on top of us.
I'm on it, Megaman. Here we go!
Impossible! They shot down all the Drox! But they bought us enough time to catch up with Blue Boy there! Huh? Where'd they go? They're gone!
Diesel, they're underneath us! They're right below the Gesellschaft!
Underneath? They couldn't have! They must have discovered our weak spot! Battle stations! It looks like they're serious. They want to go out fighting, just like cornered rats! On your toes, everyone!
Roger! Rats?
That last comment was random. Time to shoot the shit out of the bottom of their ship.
Weak points one by one.
The weak points generally are the wings, the underside, and a lot of the cannons, but their weak spots you mainly want to focus on are the wings and the underside. Now if you got enough range on your buster cannon, you can hit it from here, or otherwise use your special weapon to actually hit it. You can actually get a couple of sneak hits in there. Now what they'll often do is start off by getting behind you directly, and they'll just launch out bombs as such. Now to basically avoid this is just to blow the bombs up before they get close. And once they do that, they'll go to either the left side or the right side trying to shoot you with the cannons on the sides. Now, the good thing about the active buster is that it has a bit of splash damage, so you can try and shoot between the cannons that are here. And what these cannons often will do is just shoot at you with the bombs. Bombs themselves aren't too bad so long as all three of them aren't firing at once.
That's it! Keep it up!
Once you can get a good
Give them any breathing room!
Once you can get a good shot of the wings, go for it. This battle isn't too particularly difficult.
I'm sealing it off!
What? Gunners! What do you think you're doing? Knock them out of the sky!
We're taking too many hits.
Now the cannons themselves, you don't actually have to destroy it. It just kind of helps you from taking damage. It saves you.
Another hit? What kind of firepower are they packing on that little ship?
A small blue boy with the active buster. That's the kind of firepower. You can take out a whole dropship. That's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Now their cannons do respawn, unfortunately, but if you've destroyed the wings, there's not much point in them trying to use them. When they run out of parts, which means they'll be at a quarter life, they'll switch to another cannon, and you can already kind of tell where it's going to be if you're not looking. First of all, don't stand at the back of the ship because of this. Now, there's no way to interrupt this. Kill them quick.
Mission complete.
I'll explain the ship's attack patterns in detail at the end of this video, so don't worry if you haven't gotten the gist of everything yet. I will do that for you.
Megaman, if we're not careful, we'll be caught in the explosion. We've got to get out of here.
Right.
Ready for round 2? Because we're not done yet.
You didn't think you'd be able to take care of us that easily, did you? But they still managed to get me. I can't move my arm. It's up to you, Tron. Get him!
Leave it to me, Teasel. He's gone too far this time. No more playing around.
So, we gotta fight this guy. This thing's fast as hell.
Show them.
Now, when it's out circling the flutter, you really can't hit it unless you have a weapon that has very, very far range. It shoots missiles at you generally, and to shoot the missiles down, just shoot at them. Every once in a while, she'll fly by and make a pass and shoot her machine gun off of the machine gun that's there. But the majority of the time, she'll circle the flutter and fire missiles, destroy the missiles, as I said before, and just try and defend the flutter as best you can. The only couple times you can attack is when she makes a pass to shoot with the machine gun, or she'll go up really high, come down, and make a concentrated attack with the machine guns. I'll try to show that off here in a minute. If you have enough life on the flutter to actually show that off. As such, she's gonna make her concentrated shot. And when she does this, she's very vulnerable. The game's walk-on, auto walk-on is kind of stupid with your Buster Cannon. It wants to shoot at her head. If you can hit her wings, which is the closest thing to you, I suggest you do that if you can. The game just likes to take over with this auto walk-on. With that, she's not too hard. It's just hard to hit her because she's very fast. If you have a weapon with very low rapid, you're going to kind of suffer there. Or very low range.
I'm sorry, Teasel. I lost.
Don't worry your pretty little head over it, Tron. We tried our best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. We lost fair and square. That's life.
I like how Teasel's just so calm about it. See, this is what I like about his character.
They did eject, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Maybe we should have taken it easier on them.
Maybe.
And this is the unfortunate circumstances of battle. Someone has to win, someone has to lose, someone may potentially have to die. But regardless, the living keep going and surviving. At any rate, we're done with the bonds for now, I guess. There's no surviving that. And the professor just likes to decide to ambush us as we get out of our room. Now, there's no right answer to this. It's just up to your personality. Me, I like to prepare before I go into a big undertaking like the main gate, because we have no clue what's going on in there. So with that, we need to go see Roll, because, you know, we need to switch our weapons up and do all that kind of good stuff.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Naked.
Get out of here! there now? Next time, knock before opening the door.
Sorry, Roll.
And the irony behind this, actually, is when I was playing this when I was very, very young, I didn't know the concept of if there's a lady present in your household and you don't know what she's doing behind closed door, you're supposed to knock on the darn thing. You think this is common sense, but I learned that actual logic in this particular scene. So, if there's a lady in the household and the door's closed, you probably should knock on it, or, you know, verbal abuse will ensue. So, real quick, let's, I don't know why I did that. Sorry. We actually need to go in the R&D room and switch weapons out. I like the machine gun buster just because it is a very weak weapon in terms of attack power, but I like it because I like doing damage over time. That's just how I personally play. Though the active buster is very, very nice. I do like it quite a bit because of its splash damage. It's like a weaker version of the powered buster or the buster cannon, but it has homing capabilities and it does a smaller splash damage. So that's good. The splash mine is pretty much not going to be used any. Why did I do that? The splash mine isn't going to be used any longer because it's kind of like the shitty special weapon you get just to have a special weapon. So the game's like, oh yeah, here you go. You can mess with this, and it's kind of sucky. Even when you upgrade it fully, it's not that great because it's completely dependent on the ground. You have to put it on the ground, and you have to hope that the enemy runs into it, and you can eventually hurt yourself with a blast from the mine. So, really quickly, we have one quest we haven't done yet from the inspector. I completely, utterly forgot to do it. So we're gonna head to City Hall. Really quick though, before we actually do that, I want to go back. Do you remember those 3 kids we were helping? The second time they wanted us to get some kind of a saw? Well, we should see how they're doing, considering, you know, we've kind of helped them with their efforts, and it's nice to see how your efforts pay off to help the people in town. So, and also, crazy lady on the balcony there. So, she likes being up high now. It's freaking awesome, isn't it? She's like, oh my god! At first, now she's like, this is awesome. So, let's head back north. And actually get back to the clubhouse. Now, there are I think, two Buster parts that are available. Blast Unit Omega and Buster Unit Omega. I'll cover them later. I'll just get them and buy them off screen so you don't got to see me go to the junk shop. You already know the song dance by now. And if you could tell, Clubhouse looks more like of a clubhouse, except it being pink. Where's that salmon? Regardless, it looks nice, is the bottom line. And voila, this is what your efforts came to create. And guys, we're not done with them yet. Nope. No. We still have something we gotta do. And get the marbles. So I believe we can make the shield arm with this with another part. But right now I have to investigate that for you guys. But we're not done with them yet. We actually have to do something else for them. But we can't do it right now because, yeah, we just need time pass. So with that, I will meet you guys in front of the police station. Because we have something to do there. So in the police station, obviously, go talk to the inspector. Well, that sucks to be him. So, guy lost his money. Let's go help him out, since we're, you know, the good guys and wanting to help people. Hey, isn't that the lady from the beautician shop? Or the female clothes store thingy? That sucks. She got her shit stolen. What? No. Okay, never mind. I'm good. That's the guy. That's not the guy. That's the guy. Maybe they look like brothers. I don't know. It's weird. Don't worry, guy. We'll help you with your dilemma. So, he mentioned an electronics store. If you guys recall, there's an electronics store in the shopping arcade in the south part of town. So, let's go ahead and head there. I will meet you guys in front of that said... Funny thing about that car, it hit me last time I did this. Anyway, I'll meet you guys in front of the shopping arcade. So, while we're in the shopping arcade, let's go into the electric store and see if maybe the shop owner might know something. And look, it's Wily, or Willy, depending on what Mega Man classic game you've played, or have played. Of course, like a car salesman. So something to eat. Fun time to play detective. Now you know there's a fruit shop, there's a bread store, and there's another bread store over there. Surprisingly enough, it's this bread store, not the other one, that we need to talk to. So now he went to the library. That's pretty obvious. He had to look something up. That's a pretty obvious thing. So we'll head out there. It's actually not very far from where we are. I showed you the library once before. So we'll head out there now. It's actually not very far. You probably run from here. So let's talk to the receptionist and see if maybe, you know, she might know something. And this is the library. I don't remember if I showed you guys the inside of it, but yeah, here it is. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had something stuck in my throat and I was choking, I wouldn't have enough energy to run to a vending machine to get something to drink. I would probably be going, but anyway. So, need something to drink. Now, there are vending machines when you go to them. It's this specific one. There are 2 of them here, I believe, in this town, or several of them. But you want to talk to this lady, she'll seem to know something about it. You think? What do you think we're doing, lady? Anyway, this part of the quest is pretty much broad. There's everybody in town. You have to talk to everybody. However, if you got the notion to talk to everybody beforehand, like good people should, you found out this kid would be pissed off about something. He said, old guy. Well, the guy we were dealing with is old. Keep talking to him. Eventually, he'll mention the bag. Considering this kid misunderstood the fact that the guy was choking and had enough energy and air to get to a vending machine to drink. Which, it's in this trash can right next to us. Just open it up and get it. And we got that back. So, let's head back to City Hall and talk to the inspector about the whole ordeal. And lo and behold, the guy's here. That's cool. I could use a little bit of money. Wait, what? Hey, I wanted a little bit of that money here. Oh well, we'll get an arm supporter. We can use this for later, actually. So, with that, we are done. Now, what's left? The main gate. So with that, Proto Man, this is Proto Man 111, signing off.